Hi guys. Right. Hope all of you marked your attendance. Let's proceed. Let's proceed from where we left yesterday. Interviews, of course. Any volunteers, or if there is any questions, please do ask. If not, we'll go with volunteers. வரமாட்டீங்களே. How many of you have not completed yet? Um, Megla, have you completed the interview? Right. Kathy, Aditya, Ashika, have you? You'll do now. Okay. Right. Thank you. Thanks for joining, Ashika. Okay, I believe you are pursuing your final year in biomedical engineering. What made you choose biomedical? Okay, so it was predominantly your father's choice, which you accepted. Am I right? Okay. So what is your future in biomedical engineering? Oh, all right. So do you like doing that? Okay. So what is your future in terms of career development in your chosen stream? Okay. When are you planning that? Okay. And what are you doing in this interview? Set adana. Huh? Seriously. See, I understand your point. You're saying that I'm not looking for a job right now. It is just for my benefit in terms of understanding how interviews work. Actually, during an interview, you're not going to be part of the interviews. Is that what you're saying? Are you going to attend interviews too? And the objective for you attending interviews to get a job? I'm asking, right? So, are you going to attend the interview? Okay, true, absolutely yes. But your answer is wrong. You can't go ahead and tell them that you have plans, immediate plans for higher studies, and still you're attending an interview. So they are not going to select you, but still you want to do it because it's an experience. Is that what you're saying? Okay, then it's fine. Just that don't waste somebody else's opportunity here, right? That is something which you need to consider. Yeah. But then for others who are looking for a job opportunity, this is a wrong answer. Dashika, you too, I would suggest have a see. You can't waste a person from a corporate who has traveled down here. You can't waste their time. Okay, so I'm not saying that you'll have to be, you'll have to lie to them and stuff, but just that don't give them in their face that I just wanted to gain experience in terms of how interviews go. So I'm just here. But then my plan is real plan is to go for higher studies. That is actually ill-treating them, wasting their time because they are not here to give you training in terms of interviews, right? So please don't do that. Poor guys. They spend the whole day interviewing. Don't do this to them. Right? Thanks, Ashika. Who wants to go? Who else wants to go? Thank you. Anyone else? Any questions? No volunteers, no questions? Nothing? All right. How many of you plan for interview sessions today? All of you finished it. Gopi Krishna, Gomati, Deepika. Okay. Deepika, Gomati. Okay. Okay. We are left with one or two, I think. Okay. Pavitra Ramesh. Okay. Okay, so almost all of us here have completed, which is a good thing. If there is anybody pending, please raise your red flag right now so that we can complete it between today and tomorrow. And if there is any questions, please ask. Nothing at all. All right. Yes. Obviously not. Saravanan, what happens is every round of interview you will have to cross the threshold. Okay, they will have a cutoff and you will have to cross the threshold. Only if you cross the threshold, you will go to the next level of interview. So, so that's if your company, if an organization feels passing or having a particular mark in an aptitude test is important, then why would they select if someone is not crossing that threshold, right? Ama. You'll have to work some way or the other to get your aptitude at least cross the threshold somewhere. That is something which is, it depends on it depends on the organizations. Different organizations will have different thresholds here. There's nothing called in general. Illa, illa, illa. It depends on, see, each and every organization will have their own ideology in terms of what they want. Okay, so we can't tell you now what is the score that you'll have to take in a particular test. Work on it. You don't have a choice. Can't help. I can't help at least. Right. See, obviously, my aptitude team can help you out with this. You can ask them, can I get some extra sessions in that, or a particular area that you want to improve? You can definitely ask them. So nobody's going to say no. Don't worry, just a little bit of an effort, right? Don't worry, Saranand. Okay. Anyone else? Any other questions? Any other such clarifications? Any doubts? Please throw it away. Please mark your attendance. Without that, it's going to be difficult. We're almost at the end of the crash course sessions, I think. As far as understand, I'm not really sure, but as far as the knowledge that I have gathered, we will close it out by end of this month. I think there is a small probability that it could extend a little bit. Depends upon when the classes actually start for the next semester. I was told July 1st, the next semester starts, but then you have to select, the faculties, yeah, choice based. So I'm not really sure the exact date of the classes commencing. So maybe till then we might have the crash course. So as far as my knowledge, I think by 30th of this month we will be closing out. So whatever clarifications that you guys have, please note it down then and there. Whichever faculty, verbal aptitude or soft skill for that matter, have these questions ready and then throw it away. You can also send me a message if you want clarification right away. I'll try and give you time, immediately. Yes, sir. Yes, Karunya. Okay, let's say if you are attending an interview in biomedical stream, then I don't think you will definitely need one. But at the same time, if you are looking at something in IT or some other field, then this adds value, yeah. So you've done something to, you put in effort, you put in your time to learn something towards that particular field. If it is not biomedical, so then it helps. Yeah. So you can confidently say that I have interest and hence I did this. Okay, I am moving towards this field because I have an interest and I have done something about it. நான் எதுவுமே செய்யல ஐ எம் பயோமெடிக்கல் இன்ஜினியர் பட் ஐ எம் ஜஸ்ட் இன்ட்ரெஸ்டட் ஐ ஹவ் நாட் டன் எனிதிங் நோ பேக்ரவுண்ட் ஒர்க் அப்படின்னும் போது then it is just your word again, they'll have to believe your word for it. Ilana, you have certain documents to show to them during the interview, which is going to be your convincing factor. You can just say, see, I am interested in this and I've done something about it. So that's what I mean. But then, if you want me to answer in one word, is it mandatory? It is not mandatory, but it definitely adds value. Any other questions? Anyone else? Yeah, Haripriya. There's a lot of formats again. See, you don't need a CV right now, unless otherwise, if you have to explain in detail about the projects or workshops that you have attended, then it becomes a CV. So there is no particular format in terms of CV or a resume. See, what a HR expects, or what a person interviewing you expects, is a document which gives a certain um, information about you, and which is true, and that can be held as a proof of who you are. Okay, that is all it is. Just that in a CV you delve into the details. Resume, it's just outlaying the information. So that's the difference, you all know that. When you're looking at a CV, everything will be in detail. Even your education, let's say you're talking about your education, be biomedical engineering, right? Biomedical engineering, you will just mention, in terms of what are the major uh, let's say papers that you have taken up in the final year. Okay, what is the project about? How is it related to the papers that you mentioned? How much time you spent on that? What is the learning? You can go ahead and explain in detail on the project and the workshop and everything. So as of now, you don't need that as a fresher. But once you have an experience of 2 to 3 years, and then you look out for an opportunity, then CV is the way to go. Okay, then you have to explain the roles and responsibilities. Yeah, roles and responsibilities that you have undertaken in the past 2 years, 3 years. You mention them, point by point. You explain everything. So that is for a later time frame for you. As of now, you don't need a CV. Sure. Anyone else? Any other questions? Nothing else? Anyone else suddenly remembered that you have not completed the interview? Can raise a red flag right now so that we can fix a schedule and proceed with that. Nothing. Right. If there is anyone pending, please send me a message. We can close it by today or tomorrow. Uh, I believe only half of the strength, 56 is the strength of your class, in both biomedical put together. Out of which we almost have around 25 to 28, 29, 30, 31, 32. So that's the count that we have every day. What about the rest of them? They're not interested. I'm not sure. If one of you can take the pains to push them from your end, right? So maybe they might end up contacting me and the other trainers for verbal and aptitude. See, um, it is it is just a learning, right? There's no point, refusing to totally look into this direction. At some point of the time, maybe not campus interview, but what about the future? These things will help. So try and push people who have not attended sessions and all regularly. So try and ask them to attend the sessions, as well as ask them to get in touch with me for the interviews and GD. Anything else? If there is nothing else, we can leave. Otherwise, you can ask questions. I'll wait. Okay. Nothing else, I guess. You can leave. We'll hopefully meet you in the next sessions and the interview sessions that are planned for today. Thank you. Thanks. Thank you. Thank you.